This is my retro room. Made a few changes in the past week and a half since returning from America. I've removed the old lounge and the 1986 fabric lounge and replaced it with a two-seater leather lounge, or leather sofa. Lounge. And for the sit onto next to the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive. So, and my friends or I are playing those. We've got some nice comfy seats to sit in. I've also still got the leather lounge here, the other one, but I've moved cleaned every shelf, removed all the dust, all the cobwebs, because I've been away for 3 months. You know, these things happen in sheds. And I've decided to move my Warner Brothers collection and all the way down to here. So that's my Warner Brothers collection, goes all the way from top to bottom. And there's a few down here, there's a few MGMs along the bottom. But that's all pretty much Warner Brothers right there. And the Roadshow home video collection, I've decided to move across away from the far shelf down there to being all the way across the top. Now these Roadshows are the Generation 1, first generation video, pre-recorded videotapes, the presets, as in pre-certification. There was no M or R or any of those ratings actually on the tape until a little bit later on. So they're all up here. It's probably about 230 of them, around about that many. I've got some Generation 2 ones with the Village Roadshow logo on them, but this is all original Roadshows. And then we continue with more of them all the way across the back, and then we've got the Village Roadshows all the way down from that point on. Laserdiscs, and then we've got Video Classics Golds and Thorn EMIs and Virgins and Vestrons down the bottom. And all through here is all RCA, Columbia, Hoyts, Stereo Gold, Screen Gems, Touchstone, Premiere, Palace Explosive Videos, and more MGMs, and Walt Disney's in the bottom. So yes, the RCA Stereo Golds are there. These are some of my other favourites, which is the Opal series. Love these ones. So you got all those down here. Then we go back to the regular RCA Columbias. But so I've just done a really good cleaning. I'm going to be getting an air purifier for in here. So while I'm out at the shop working, and I'm in here as well, it's purifying the air, getting rid of any contamination in the air, bacteria, things like that. And it's going to smell even better than it does now. And put this rug down as well. Been having some trouble with the drainage. So there's a few spots here where the water has come through, which is very unfortunate. But this shed was built in 1977, so it wasn't. It's old. It's got old floors, old wallpaper. But you know what? That's the way I like it. No point changing it now. I mean, it's retro. That's how it is. You know, that's how things were back in those days in the 70s. I'm not going to pull everything out now just so I can modernise it. It's an old shed. I'm going to keep it old. And it's got old stuff in it. So yeah, I'm really pleased to have this lounge in here now. And I've made a few changes up around the place here. So I've cleaned all these shelves, made a few little adjustments to the horror collection on my this big wall here. This is the wall that I always use to show off my best items, especially horror. Here's my Encino Man Laserdisc, which I had signed by Sean Astin, which is, if you don't know, is this guy right here. He was at the Comic Con, I think it was. I think it was Comic Con. Yeah, I went to AvCon as well. That was fun. So that's signed. I've got my Jaws signature collection in my original Disco Vision Over there, my Poltergeist Special Edition widescreen letterbox edition, which is the very special release with the extra bonus features from 1994, or was it 96? One of those. But yeah, it's all pretty neat and tidy now. I've got my Commodore 64 discs all nicely stacked in here now. Got rid of those awful disc boxes, so that's all nice and tidy. Got some controllers down the bottom and multi-tap for the PS1, and so yeah, all is very good. Got a couple of my got these as well, still full. This is my friend of my father's that I've known for about 30 years. He works for Coke, repairs the fridges, all the Coke machines, and gave me a couple of these. Apparently these are very rare and special, and so he gave me a couple of these for my birthday, so I'll be hanging on to those for a very long time. I don't know how rare, but supposedly they are bloody rare, and I'm not even sure when they actually made them. I might have to check on the 3rd of May 13. There we go. So they were made fairly recently, but apparently these are a really special thing, so don't see them very often. So anyway, that's it. All done. That's the latest here in the retro room, and we've got a retro gaming night coming up next month. So hope to see a few of you there. Cheers.